Let's just record some, check the audio. We'll go about 10 seconds here, see how it's doing. Hopefully it's not picking up the washing machine. It shouldn't now. Alright, what's up guys? Have you ever wondered if TEMU miniatures are worth it? You probably shopped around on TEMU, seen some miniatures, wondering how the quality was. Pretty good priced. We'll get into a little bit today. All right, so first thing we'll get into is the price. If you've been on TEMU, the thing with TEMU is everything's cheap, right? Goes for miniatures too. All these miniatures I'm going to show were under 10 bucks a piece. They were right at like $9. These are 1/35, 1/56 scale miniatures, 2 miniatures a pack. $9, that's pretty good. You know, I'll throw some stuff up here comparing them to miniatures you would buy from retailers, and then also some stuff you can 3D print. Big caveat is the 3D printing, you could print them as much as you want. Now these aren't wargaming miniatures. I mean, you could use them for that, I suppose, but with these type of miniatures, you know, they're typically for display pieces or something like that. Not much repaint ability. Is that the right word? Don't know. Not much there. So, you know, it's not like you're buying a wargaming STL like my Bavarians back here that you're going to use 100 times. So there's that to take into account too. But under 10 bucks for some high quality miniatures, allegedly, we haven't got that far yet. Yeah, I would say that's pretty good. I'd give it like 3.5 unpainted Bavarians out of 5. That's what I would give it. 3.5 unpainted Bavarians out of 5. That's a good scale. Next is the packaging. So the packaging's not great. They just come wrapped in some, you know, bubble wrap. And then it comes in one of those typical Amazon bags that you get stuff in. And it made it from China to here in the Midwest in less than a week. So I know it was getting thrown around a lot, but nothing broke. So that's good, but also concerning because I think I just got lucky. But getting here in a week from China is pretty awesome. Several years ago, probably almost 10 years ago, I ordered some stuff from Blue Table Painting back when they used to sell like used stuff they got in on trade. And that came from Utah, and I lived in Colorado, and it took over a month, and I had to call them. So, yeah, I would say it's got good shipping. I'll give it 4 out of 5 unpainted Bavarians. All right, now the last one, and probably the most important. The thing everybody worries about whenever they're buying miniatures off of TEMU is the quality. What's the quality like on these things? See a little bit of bending there, and then a little bit of a miscast right here. You can kind of see a gap in it. Not the biggest deal, but it is there. I want to point it out. MP40 looks great. The sleeves with the Luger. Awesome stuff. The Russian arm and the ammo pouch. And then lastly, the Russian head. Very good looking. I didn't notice any pitting or anything. I don't know if the boots are supposed to look like this. Supposed to be some, I'm not sure, or if that's pitting. So just keep that in mind. I haven't noticed any pitting anywhere else. But yeah. He's got some fur up here, so I think this is supposed to be like a fur on a winter jacket. It is kind of like a winter scene, so I wonder if that's what we're seeing there. All right. Next up is these kind of post-apocalyptic guys. Post-apocalyptic guys. I cannot speak today. They are a little bit bigger. I'm not sure what scale these are, but yeah. So a little bit of pitting. Right off the bat, I noticed a little bit of pitting right there. Not the most major deal. They are, you know, post-apocalyptic. So that could just be like a hole there. That would be cool. Great detail from what I can see so far. little bit of flashing, but that's to be expected. Again, these are cast resin. Don't know what that is right there. That looks like a little bit of resin issues. Looking for any type of pitting. Yeah, that guy's okay. A little bit of flash right there, but nothing crazy. Then we got his counterpart here. A little bit of flash or dust bunny. Again, great detail. Wow, the work on the buttons right there is amazing. Very, very finely detailed miniature. That will be fun to paint. All right, let's look at some of the bits. If I can ever get the bag open. Ugh. All right, so lots of bits here. You got gas mask hoses. Let me get these out of here so that everything else focuses. You got some gas mask hoses. His hand with the radio. Very cool detailing on the radio. Got a little bit of flashing going on here, quite a bit, but most of that'll just come off with a rub, just like that. There you got the gas mask, another hand and arm. And you got two hands with AKs. You can see this one's got a little bit of a modified stock. Very cool. Those are cool miniatures. So there you have the post-apocalyptic set. Again, a little bit of pitting, but nothing too crazy. Nothing I would be upset with. Not for $10 anyways. Now, if I paid Forge World prices, it might be a little bit of a different story. All right, last up is the Vietnam set. This is the one I was the most excited about because it's going to give me a chance to paint some tiger stripe camo, which I have never done before, and it actually scares the shit out of me, but I'm going to do it anyways. All right, let's break these down. All right, first we got the NCO kind of guy. Very good looking miniature. Looking for any pitting or anything. Getting this off this large casting down here might be a pain, but a little bit of flash. A little bit of flash right there, but that's not too big of a deal. Hobby knife will clean that right up. Pockets are amazingly sculpted. Those will be great to paint. The Alice pack looks good. You got the straps all up it. These BAR pouches look great. Even got the buckle sculpted in right there. That looks very good. Grenade pouch. Yes, it's Vietnam and he's wearing a BAR pouch. All right, next we got his guy who's kind of holding the radio on his head. Again, this belt looks outstanding. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Outstanding. Not seeing any issues on this guy. Very good. Very good. All right, now let's dig into all the stuff that comes with them, which should be quite a bit. All right, first we got the M1 carbine. You might think that's a pit there, but it's not. That is actually where the rifle sling went in, so that should be there. Not too big of a deal. I am a little nervous about getting this off of here. Yeah, I don't want to break it, especially for that magazine connector in the barrel. That kind of freaks me out a little bit. But yeah, super high detailed. Lighting doesn't do it too much justice, but yeah. All right, then we'll go ahead and look at the M16. It's got the hand on it. Very cool, 20 round mag. I do not like that. That barrel is, ugh. I'm gonna have fun getting that off. And you got your arms, nothing special there. Don't see any pitting or nothing. You got your head for the Asian guy who's helping him out. Nose looks to be miscasted, so that's not good. Don't like to see that. Don't know how I'll fix that. Probably won't. And then you got a pit, top of the helmet hat. So that's unfortunate. Everything looks, I mean, this guy's head looks great. We'll have to prime it up and see. We might be able to do something with it. Maybe we could paint it like an injury. I don't know, a nose injury is pretty freaking crazy to still be going in combat. And you got a pit right there. So that's a little unfortunate. All right, then we got his Alice pack. See, he's got the lid open because he pulled his radio out. Which now I'm thinking about it, this pit doesn't matter because in the artwork, he's got the radio resting on his head. So yeah, there's your radio. Very cool. Here's a bunch of more pouches. So you got a canteen pouch, a couple compass pouches, flashlight, and then a 1911 leather pouch, and the hands. And the hand mic for the radio. You can see the watch detailed in there. Very cool. All right, that is the Vietnam set. So quality, I would give it a 3.5. 3.5 unpainted Bavarians out of 5. A little bit of pitting. Some areas that were questionable. The flash wasn't too bad. Most of it was very thin, able to get off. Now, were they connected to the weapons? I did not like that. Not the worst I've ever seen. And by the way, I would also like to say, maybe I'm being a little too harsh, but now when I think back to Forge World models, when I did commissions, these are way better than those. So maybe it's better than 3.5, but I can't change the rating. 3.5 Bavarians, unpainted Bavarians out of 5, not painted Bavarians. Different scale. 3.5 unpainted Bavarians out of 5 for quality. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. What did you guys think? Are you going to give miniatures from TEMU a shot? Am I communist scum for giving them a shot? I hope not. I don't accept that. I hope you wouldn't say that about me. It's quite rude, actually. And which one should I paint first? I've got some Bavarians, if you haven't noticed by the video, that I got to finish painting, and a whole bunch of other stuff you've been watching. But which one of these should I paint first? Should I paint the World War II German and Russian one, the post-apocalyptic one, or the Vietnam one with tiger stripes so that I can rip out every last hair in my head? Thanks, guys.